Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has moved up today, further, sort of a little bit further since the last video and into an ideal target range for this A wave. Yeah, remember that looking at the bigger context, we are most likely in this wave 4 correction. So we are in this larger correction. It's worked out quite nicely so far. This is clearly corrective price action that we're dealing with, but Bitcoin still overall consolidating on a still pretty high level, which is to a degree quite good for altcoins. We've had some altcoins rally quite nicely today again. And Bitcoin is basically just, coming down in a correction and then bouncing a little bit in a corrective wave, in this B wave that we're dealing with at the moment that we talked already about in the first video today. And I'm still watching for another low then in wave C. As you can see there on the chart, wave C of wave 4. That would be ideal. At the moment, first of all, we only want to cover the shorter time frame in this video. Tomorrow we are going to cover the daily again. And in my first video today, I did cover the daily already. So if you're interested in the broader context, feel free to check it out or just check out tomorrow's video. But the idea is circle wave A likely bottomed here. It's technically possible to say that this A wave bottomed here on Friday. So just an explanation, if you're not so familiar with Elliott Wave, a wave 4 consists typically of 3 waves. Waves A, waves B and C, and they all have certain rules and guidelines, okay? So it is possible that this swing low from Friday was the A wave, and we're now forming here some kind of a so-called flat structure, A, B, C, and then we come down. That's not what I'm primarily watching for. I think this here could be just an extension of wave A, and we're now moving up in the B wave, as explained already in the previous video. The count hasn't changed at all. In fact, we've just moved closer to the standard resistance range, which is here between 69K and 71.7K, between the 50% and the 78.6 retracement. And I count that as an ABC structure. The A wave likely, could top in this region. I don't want to say it topped already. It could top in this region because an A wave often reacts to the region between the 50% or the 38.2 FIB levels. So here between 67.9 and 69K, it would be the ideal spot to start the B wave pullback. And as long as the support area is holding, which is defined between 65.3 and 67K, we could get a C wave to the upside. So basically a wave A, B, C in the larger B wave. As soon as we have the pullback completed, we can calculate a target for that C wave, and that would complete the overall B wave corrective rally. Just a quick reminder that B waves are extremely difficult and tend to change in structure. So don't be surprised if the microstructure in this correction is changing. The microstructure isn't so important. More important than the structure are the relevant levels, like the standard resistance areas or levels, support levels, and so on, because they can be used for trading, of course. So as you can see here, the market has reached nearly the standard resistance for the B wave. Overall, the B wave, circle B, should stretch a little higher to be reliable. And I would prefer if the B wave within wave B starts at some point in this region. And again, once the B wave pullback is completed, I can give you a target for wave C, or alternatively, the yellow count plays out, which is more aggressively and more directly bullish. But I cannot really focus on that primarily at the moment. If a 5-wave move occurs from here, then I would have to say, that this wave 4 that we're dealing with already likely bottomed here today. Is it something I would primarily expect? No. But the markets are probabilistic, and sometimes the markets take the less probable pathway. And if I tell you, and that's very subjective now, that I would give that maybe 25% probability, that's still a lot. I mean, that's still a lot. And you might want to be prepared for that. And you can be prepared for that direct move to the upside by holding a core position. That's what I've been mentioning all along throughout 2023 and early this year. Okay, if you don't have one, well, you should have one. But, another way to prepare for it is maybe to buy in this region, you know, with a stop below the last swing low. That's just an idea, because then you could trade for the third wave to the upside, the fourth and the fifth. If only the C wave happens, fair enough, you know, and that would be the preferred scenario anyway, the wide count. It's just that being prepared, you know, it's about analysis is one thing. Trading, you need to be strategic, but obviously eventually I would expect downside, which can be, you know, a direct move down would be confirmed or indicated with a break below support, yeah, which is 65.3k. But still, if the move down is now corrective in nature and finds a reaction here, all I'm saying is it might be reasonable to prepare for that move to the upside, even though I don't think it is going to materialize. Yeah, but it's a potential I have to show. And yes, it's, I think, less likely, but not completely unlikely. So that's basically an overview of all the relevant parameters that should matter for the rest of today and tomorrow as well. Eventually, I'd like to see this fourth wave correction reach the support range between 61.6k and 50.3k, with an ideal level at 55k as a target, but I'm not sure if we get there. In a bullish market, pullbacks can be extremely shallow. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.